So I really want this cool new alligator, but like, I don't have a lot of money. Alligators cost about $3,000 per alligator, and I am broke. I only have $1,000. So I was thinking of taking my money and then putting it into a bank where they would appreciate my money with interest. So maybe one day I'll get the alligator that I always wanted. But like, how do I even know if I can afford the gator? Because I only have $1,000 and I don't know how long it'll take to make my $1,000 into a $3,000 alligator. So we can figure that out using exponential equations like this. So for our sake today, we're going to say that y is equal to money and x is equal to time, let's say in years. So this is one way to represent an exponential equation. Y equals a times b to the power of x. In this case, a represents our starting value, or whatever amount of money that we'd start with. B is our multiplier. It's usually in the form of a percentage. And the power of x represents our unit of time. Let's look back at our multiplier, or our b here. So it's usually in the form of a percentage. In this case, let's use 3%. If it's appreciating by 3%, this would be the multiplier, 1.03. I just put whatever the percentage was in front of 1. The reason for that is, think of this nice little pie. Let's say this guy's a pie right here. So if my pie is appreciating by 3%, that means I'm getting more pie. So let's say I appreciated just 1 unit of time. I would get another 3% of pie along with this whole unit that I have to account for, this whole pie. That's why I put a 1 in front of it. If I'm depreciating, all I'm doing is I'm subtracting 100%, or 1.00, and then I take away 3%, or whatever I'm depreciating by. Subtract by 3, that should be 97, or 0.97. Another example would be if I was depreciating something by 9%, then my multiplier, or my b value, would be 0.91. If I was appreciating by 30%, that would look like this, 1.3 or 1.30, whatever you'd like. That would be the multiplier, or my b, if it was appreciating by 30%. All right, let's try and apply this. Let's say I'm saving up for like a pet alligator or something cool. So my goal here is to make $3,000 in 10 years just by depositing this in some sort of bank or whatever. And the appreciation rate is 30%. I only have $1,000. So the question is, will I make $3,000 in 10 years? I don't know, let's see. So I plug in all of what I'm given. You're usually given the appreciation and the multiplier, and then the starting value. So the starting value is always A, right? So that's 1,000 times our multiplier. So it's appreciating by 30%. In the last example we went over, it's 1.3. And then the unit of time right here, X, we're going to use that as 10 because I have 10 years to make $3,000. So if you plug this all into your calculator, if you don't have $3,000, then no alligator.
Well, it looks like I made a lot of money. That's like 4 alligators.